What is up, Gaming Nation? This is JMO76, and we are back here with our Mo State Dynasty. Can you believe it? We are sitting at 7-2 right now as offensive coordinator, absolutely blowing away expectations. We got a real shot for Conference USA here. This series is really going a lot different than I thought. Here we have a big game today versus UTEP. This should be a victory. UTEP, not a particularly strong team. Anyways, if you are liking the content, please consider liking and subscribing. Really would appreciate it. Helps the channel go. So here we are underway. Oh, beautiful strike. That is how it's done. Right across the middle. Beautiful crossing pattern there. Amari Robinson, always good for the big plays. And speaking of big plays, there we go. The big burly tight end, Jerron Askren. Guy's an absolute beast this season. He does it all. Look at that. There goes Joyner down the field. Gotta love Joyner, whether it be the running back position or whether it be playing as a wideout. This kid brings it all, has an absolute ton of talent. If he can stay away from the injury bug, he is going to take us far. And with that, to the end zone, touchdown. That's how it's done. Again, you gotta go to Askren. He's always money. Back in the action, 7-3 now. Oh, what a strike down the field. That's how it's done. Absolute perfect delivery and money. Ronell Johnson. We did not have high expectations for Johnson, but he has delivered so much more this season. There he goes again. Another nice first down. And with that field goal, we've struggled with field goals this year. What the hell was that? Oh, man. There are misses, and there are misses. That was an epic miss. The fans, well, at least the fans have shown up because we have terrible attendance, but the fans are absolutely appalled by that, and so they should be, but not appalled by that. Joyner, look at the moves. Oh, nicely done. Just a little short on the first down, but that deke was beautiful. Again, breaking the legs there. He's always on fire, and there he goes up the middle. Oh, but that's something we don't normally see. Joyner puts the ball on the carpet, and with that, Miners take over. They're up 10-7. That's a little bit concerning. Already deep in to Mo State territory. So let's see here. Hopefully the Mo State defense can step up. With that, there's 109 left in the second. Again, it's really strange because Joyner does not drop the ball, and in all honesty, kind of looks like he was down already, but that's not what the refs think. So with that, going into halftime, Miners up 13-7. Pretty unexpected, really unexpected. Jaden Smith, 6 receptions for 60 yards and a TD. UTEP does not have a huge passing offense, at least in this dynasty, so I'm surprised to see that, but it is what it is. So ultimately, Mo State's going to need to step up. Clark started off the game well. He struggled a little bit, but if he can deliver like that, beautiful receptions there to the junior Johnson earlier in the game, then we can be right back in this, but not now. It's 21-7. Oh, and that is an ugly sack in the fourth quarter here. Offense has done nothing, and look at that. Where is the offensive line? Where's the protection? Doesn't even show up. So with that, going to make the decision. We're going to put in Furbacher, give him a chance. What can he do? Fourth quarter, Joyner up the middle. Look at that. First down, gain of 10. Beautiful play. And Furbacher drops back. Beautiful delivery. Ronell Johnson, cross middle field, down to about the 40. That's how it's done. Clock is ticking. They need to move fast. But can Furbacher get the game back to a draw? Plays like that are definitely going to help. And again, that's Ronell Johnson. He's having a big game today. Often has a big game. 2:21 left. King Davis. Haven't called his name much today, but there he goes up the middle. And it's going to be first down. With that, on fourth down, to the end zone. Touchdown. That's how it's done. Blackstrain brings it down. There is a flag on the play. Definitely pass interference by the defense. That's going to make it 21-14. Can the defense get the ball back for Mo State, or is this going to go down as a very unexpected loss? Well, they can't get the ball back, unfortunately. That's a big loss. That is a tough loss. 21-14. UTEP is a team that we definitely should have beaten. Miners are leaving here with the victory. Know that they outplayed us, but my goodness, that was ugly. And really big part of that, Clark just did not deliver today. 15-23, 174 yards, yes, but he had multiple sacks. He just did not play well, missed a lot of open passes. You got to think there's a little bit of quarterback controversy here right now because Clark's has been struggling. Now, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. How is my job security low? Low. The team is 7-3. How is my job security low? Our offense has been on fire. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. With that, off to Kennesaw State. And Kennesaw State, they are the leaders right now of Conference USA. Love those jerseys as well, by the way. Look absolutely fantastic. Mo State, though, you gotta admit, the white, the classic white jersey, it just looks fantastic. So this is going to be a big game. Kennesaw State right at the top of the table. Right now, we're sitting in third. Let's see here what we can do. Clark, nice delivery. And with that, hits Jamari Robinson, the junior. That's a big pickup. That's how you want to come out with this game. You got to think that there's going to be a lot of running in this game today, as well as mixing in the pass a little bit. Really have to change things up, get the offense back on track. Plays like that are definitely going to help. And there goes Joyner up the middle. I call him Pinball. He's an absolute monster. He can deliver. Look at that. Boom. Right up the hole and into the end zone. Touchdown. That is how it's done. That's how you want to start a game. Mo State coming out on fire early in the game with that first drive, and they're going to need to have the offensive punch today. Kennesaw State is a strong team with a strong program. We need this victory. A loss here today basically means we lose any chance at playing in the championship game for Conference USA. So need the win here today. It is absolutely crucial. King Davis going off again. There he goes. Pickup of 11 yards. Give it back to him. Why not? Boom. There he goes again. This Mo State I offense is powerful. I formation offense, absolutely powerful. King Davis thrives in that position. So with that, first quarter comes to an end. Mo State is dominating offensively, absolutely dominating. Kennesaw State, 53 seconds of the game, they've actually had the ball. I don't even know how that's possible. But with that said, we're up 6-0. We'd missed the extra point. Clark to the end zone, touchdown. You know who I'm going to say. You know I'm going to say Jerron Askren, because he is an absolute beast at the tight end position. You know what's really sad, by the way? I'm pretty confident we have more fans at the Kennesaw State game in Kennesaw State than we actually had at our last home game. Come on, fans, you got to start showing up. This team is delivering. We look good. With that, 13-0. Here we go again, mid through the second. Nice completion there to Askren over the middle. That's going to make it second down. But with that, here goes Clark. And that is not what we want. Clark, interception-itis continues. That was just a bad one. I don't fully understand the stutter step there that Askren took. I feel like he could have probably went back and played that ball. But with that said, the interception to Kennesaw State, that could really change things here. We're up 13-7, but that with that bad interception, that's potentially going to cost us. And you know what? Doesn't really cost us all that much, actually. Does he say that? 13-10 down the field. Look at that. Ronell Johnson. Where did this kid come from? He is just defying all expectations. 20 seconds left here in the first half, and that's a nice pickup there. Look at that. Askren already 5 receptions, 33 yards. He often gets the short receptions, but they're so absolutely crucial in this game. So time ticking down, 6 seconds left. Clark drops back and delivers to the end zone. Touchdown, Mo State. Blackstrain, he's coming on later in the season. Started off really slow, but an absolute stud at the receiver position. Has really been underutilized a lot this season, but plays like that show that he definitely is needed down the stretch. So that is a huge play for Blackstrain, bringing in the TD there. And again, he just runs a perfect route. Ball delivered perfectly. That's the thing with Clark. He could just do outstanding sometimes, and then other times he just wets the bed. Anyways, back here in the third, we're up 20-10. Moving the ball again. And can we get some redemption with this terrible kicking game? No, we cannot. Oh man, this kid is snake bitten. He is absolutely struggling. That wasn't even close. Ugh. That is ugly. That is not highlight material, but that definitely is. Look at King Davis there. Scamper of 20 yards up the middle. Give it back to him. Why wouldn't you? There he goes again. Look at that pickup of 11 yards. King Davis absolutely on fire here today. Give it to him again. Yes, you will. And with that, another 8-yard plunge. Keep going. Why wouldn't you? The kid is bringing it. Man, he's talented. And there he goes again. Look at that. 15 yards. King Davis. He is leading the team in rushing at this point, 615 yards. This kid was 4th overall in terms of the running back position, but he is bringing it. Again, like he's definitely in the running for potentially starting position, or at least starter reps on the same level as Joyner. So with that down the field, can we finally get a field goal? Will this be the moment? Oh God. It just goes on and on. The pain. I don't even know why we're kicking the ball anymore. I'm pretty confident that our field goal kicker is probably the worst in NCAA. That is painful. Now with that, gonna kneel it down there. Clark drops down 20-10. That was a huge victory. We still have an opportunity to play for Conference USA. That one is absolutely huge. Joyner had a good game. I'd actually say King Davis had the best game, though, well over 100 yards. Clark played pretty well for the most part, so I think that a lot of the fans are going to be off his back. Definitely a lot of people were calling for him to be benched. Furbacher looks good, but Furbacher, he still needs time and development, and I think at this point, best play is we keep rolling with Clark. So look at that. This is huge. Kennesaw State and Liberty, 6-1 in the conference. Mo State, 5-2. We will not get the championship game unless Kennesaw State and Liberty, they do not tie. There's no tie. And we win our last game. So if we win our last game, we will get the invite to the conference champion, because we have beat Kennesaw State and we have beat Liberty. This is going to be a tough game, though. Louisiana Tech, they always play tough. They play well. They play hard. So with that, they haven't had a fantastic season, but that said, it's been a pretty good season. Speaking of good season, there goes King Davis. Pickup of another 15 yards. Is there any time that this kid does not deliver? With that, here we go, mid through the first. Clark drops back, scans the field, down the field, beautiful strike. Ronell Johnson does it again. I'm absolutely loving this kid. Didn't love that. What was that? That was an ugly pass. Went for it on 4th because, again, we've had a lot of struggles in a lot of different ways. But that cost us. It's now 7-0 Louisiana Tech. Moving the ball here again. Gonna go to King Davis? No, we're not. Everyone thinks we're going to King Davis every time he's on the field, but we don't need to, because beautiful strikes like that to Blackstrain. Oh, and then right back to Ronell Johnson for another touchdown. Call this kid's name every single game. He's all about the big plays. Ronell Johnson has delivered it this year. Pretty nervous about him. A lot of rumors right now that he's looking to go into the transfer portal, which would be a big loss for us, but let's hope that does not happen. All right, so here we go, late into the second. Nice catch there by Blackstrain. Moving the ball again. Back to Joyner, right up the middle, pick up a 12. Haven't called his name too much today, but he's always a key player for us. Oh, Clark, look at that delivery. Ronell Johnson again. Oh, look at that little move there. Stutter step to the side, picks up an extra couple yards. Ronell Johnson, guy is becoming legendary in his status this year. Really impressed by him. So with that, 54 seconds left to the end zone. What a strike. Absolutely perfect pass. Blackstrain brings it in again. Another TD for Blackstrain, really coming on down the stretch here. That's what we need. That's how we have to get it done. And that was an absolutely perfect pass, perfectly timed. That was blanket coverage, but we needed that. So going into halftime, 14-7 Mo State. Right now, Ronell Johnson, 4 targets, 60 yards, and the TD. He has played a huge role in this game. Let's hope that he can keep it up. We've got 1 half of football left. Let's get this done, and let's get that invite to Conference USA Championship. Strikes like that are definitely going to make it happen. So with that, halfway through the third here, we are deep into Louisiana Texas territory, and beautiful strike. Ronell Johnson to the end zone for the touchdown. That is the second touchdown for him today. Fans love this kid. He is a huge fan favorite. Just brings it every single game. Kid's getting better and better as the season goes on. Really love him in that slot role when he's out there. Any crossing patterns, he is usually money. So with that, it's 21-10 late in the third. What can we do here? 4th and inches. Burbacker just takes it himself, and that's the conversion going into the 4th quarter here. Again, quick snapshot around the league here. You can see Penn State, Miami, 1-2 right now in terms of the playoff. That's going to be really interesting to see what happens there. So the fan base, they are not coming out. This is a dream season. Really disappointed to see how terrible our fan support has been. With that, Clark down the field and brings it down there to about 35. That's a nice play. Time's ticking away here in the 4th, down to about 7 minutes. And the handoff, Shamari Lawrence. Beautiful run there. Pick up a first down. But that said, it's 4th down. Did it happen? Did we actually make a field goal? Did we? I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. We made a field goal, 24-10. With that said, it's now 24-18. Time is ticking. 3rd and 7. We need to put this one away. And there we go, putting it away. King Davis down the field. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. Down to about the 19. That should seal the game. Wow. Wow, 3rd and 7. That was so risky, but King Davis shows why he is the king. He delivers 40 yards on that play. That is going to pretty much put this one away. What an effort. What a season. 24-18, Mo State. They deliver. Look at Ronell Johnson, 5 receptions, 80 yards, and 2 TDs. That was a game for him. Clark, nice way to end the regular season there. We are, can you believe it, Mo State, we are bowl eligible. We, depending on the outcome here, we should get an invite to the Conference USA Championship game. This team was expected to go 5-7. 5-7. We're 9-3. That's how it's done. Ooh, look at that. Alex Nunn. He saw enough. He loved the visit. He's like, I want to be part of this program. And that is definitely exciting because we do also have some rumors that King Davis is thinking of transfer portal as well. With that, wouldn't accept it as well. So now we have moved back up to 53 in terms of championship contender, and there it is. There's the invite to the Conference USA Championship. Going to be playing against Liberty. Can't believe it. Our first season, just blowing away expectations here. And, come on, man. Safe for now? Safe for now. 9-win season, and we're safe for now. Oh, love it. Love it. Anyways, hope you guys love the video. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.